Anyway, so we're back. We should probably remind you about our lovely charity. Who wants to do it this time?
I still vote the new guy. I'm waiting for this new guy initiation.
I don't have a thing to read. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just you're a bard. You should be good at this.
Talk about water. Come on.
Come on, ad lib, off the cuff.
Wrap it.
I have seen some of Briarstone's raps. I choose to believe that he can do this at will, without any preparation on any topic.
Come on, I'll start you off. This is a story all about how.
I'm trying to work this into the water.
This is a story all about how Africa got turned upside down.
I'd like to take a moment, just sit right there. I'll tell you how you
I'll
can go to
give
charity
you a load
water.
of water so you can bath and do your hair.
Right. I will just say that you can't brew beer without water.
This is true.
Those poor African people. Without beer. Are you serious? Really?
Yeah.
Shit,
And-
everyone
and
donate.
The thing
Donate
is,
to them right away.
you have to donate for that. Absolutely.
End prohibition in Africa.
And teach Africans how to read good. That's a Victoria 2 reference, by the way.
Okay,
Read
so
good,
basically,
wrong,
Charity
right, wrong.
Water. Charity Water is a charity which works to build infrastructure and help improve the lives of Africans by giving them ready access to clean and safe drinking water.
Yes.
The charity, 100% of your donation goes to the building of this infrastructure. That is, all of your donation goes to the charity, not the charity organization that is running it. That is funded by private investors. So anything you donate goes directly to improving people's lives in Africa. It's really, really good. You should do it right now if you can. There we go.
Well said. Well said.
We go. And we're now up to 535% of our progress for today. So
Okay, so we need a goal for 400% and 500%, I feel.
What about a
If
what
we
about
get to
1,000%?
600, everyone can have 2 times XP for the session.
Okay, but what's going to happen at 400 and 500? I feel
I have no
magic
idea.
item for 400. Basically, we'll just basically we should just repeat what we have for the what we've already got. So
We're gonna
a
skip level
400% you get extra loot
level
in the
5.
next session, so there'll be 2. 500%, 2 inspiration dice to use in this session.
Yep.
And
do we get
600%
an inspiration
2
die
times
today?
the XP. We do, yeah. It's there, it's available.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you head off out of town.
Yes. And I believe Aramil was trying to intimidate the wife who's in shackles. Is she wearing anything on her feet?
She's got small sort of leather shoes.
Okay, that's fine.
She's not chained at the feet though.
Okay. No, that's
Specifically
fine.
because she knew she was going to be walking with you, so they removed manacles. You can actually see sort of evidence that there were manacles there. Her trousers are slightly discolored around the feet.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. You know, it's just... I mean, there's one thing marching a murderess off to face justice, and there's another thing forcing her to walk barefoot the entire way. I mean, that's just uncivilized.
Okay.
I say, whilst walking along with her, as if she isn't there. Because I'm a cat.
Well, thank you, kind sir.
So you've done your husband then?
Wow, Scarlet, you have the tact of a wagon.
She doesn't respond to that.
I admire your curiosity, but I really think you need to work on the delivery of the questions, Scarlet. I just think you'll get more answers this way, honestly.
Although to be fair, that's actually very, very good gnome roleplay because it's just like blunt, done.
True.
So we're just walking.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're just walking.
we're walking.
We're walking. Okay.
I would like to roll a. I would like to persuade. Yeah. I want to hear your side of the story.
I'll help with that.
Not much to tell, really. took this thing I was
Nevertheless.
given and shot him.
Shot him?
Given? Wait, what? Took the thing you were given. Who gave it to you?
Some big guy on a cart. He said that someone knew about my husband and that this was for me if I needed to protect myself.
Huh.
I'm just walking at the head of the party. Gwen on my shoulder. One hand just kind of steadying her and just, basically interacting with her. The other hand kind of fingering the hilt of my dagger of futures past while I walk.
Okay.
Just listening for now.
So, go ahead.
I just really want to know more about what happened from your perspective. You were given a weapon? A dagger? What was it?
Some sort of magic wand or something. I don't know.
And what is that creepy music? Did you trust the person who gave it to you? Was it?
I don't know. I was wanting to try anything, really.
Did this have anything to do with your kids?
We don't have any kids.
Hmm.
Blessing, really.
Okay.
Why would you shoot your husband there? And what is it to gain for you? Was he just an absolute prick, harmful to you?
She looks at you, and you kind of see this fire in her eyes for a moment, and she just says, "He was a brute. If you knew what had gone through."
Mm.
Oh, the piano. Where's the violin? I'm just walking ahead of the group right now. I am listening, but I'm also keeping watch on where we're going. Letting the others be distracted.
Right.
But my pace is slow. So if they're following my lead, their pace is measured as we're walking towards this new destination. It's going to take a while.
Okay. Well, I had a question as to whether she had done it. Apparently, she admits to it. So that question's gone.
In the silence, without turning around, I just say, was it worth it? Hopefully the question is obviously directed at her.
She shrugs, and she thinks about it for a moment and says, maybe.
Well, I don't know. I guess I don't have any more questions, I suppose.
Yep, same here. Sounds good to me. Take her off to jail.
Yep. Guilty.
Not my problem.
By her own mouth.
Scarlett?
I'm conflicted on it.
Is that
But
obvious
she
to the
is
rest of the
guilty.
group?
I would think it's obvious. I'm just sort of like awkwardly looking at the key every so often, looking at her.
What happened when you used the magic wand?
There was a flash of light, and he looked like someone had kicked him in the face. It was all a bit of a blur, really.
And the gentleman who gave you the gun, did you know him?
No.
I'm just trying to figure out whether or not he had any particular interest in this.
You said he just gave you something.
Yeah.
This.
He
I
knew
say
of
as
your
I
plight.
kind of let go of the
She
dagger for a
sees
moment and
it,
pull it
and
out.
she kind of shudders momentarily, and she starts sobbing.
Starts sobbing?
Yep.
Okay.
So she had like no real emotion until now. Now she's crying.
Well, I think she seems quite dejected. I'd call that an emotion, but
Yeah.
Sure, but she
You
didn't
know.
seem really particularly like interested in.
She seemed guarded,
Arguing
but now
her point.
she's not particularly guarded anymore.
Did you perhaps do this to protect something besides yourself?
No, I'd had too much of it.
If you saw this person again who gave you this this wand, would you be able to recognize him?
Probably.
It seems odd that someone would simply give you something like this.
Out of nowhere.
This is clearly a weapon. It might be an ill-understood weapon, but a weapon all the same, and a weapon made of metal at that.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like this. I can only guess at its value. But if I've never seen anything like this, and I come from a place where you would see things like this, I can only imagine it's quite valuable simply due to rarity, though you might be forgiven for thinking otherwise, considering how many of them we've seen in the last few days. But it seems
I haven't
odd that
seen any of these.
anyone would just be that generous. There must be more to it.
Did they definitely seem like they didn't want anything in return?
They just gave it to me and left. It didn't seem like they wanted anything. Frankly, anything, I was willing to take any chance.
Are you still willing to take a chance?
Drugs, and she looks at you, maybe slightly curiously, but mostly like resigned.
Okay.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
move.
Can
Go ahead.
I just want to persuade her to tell the absolute truth. Like everything you know. She's being so deceptive. It's just annoying the shit out of me. As a balanced, like natural balanced person, like just speak the truth, woman.
You just shout, speak the truth at her.
I suspect that's going to be more of an intimidation check than a persuasion.
Make an intimidation check.
Tell me the truth!
All right, fine, intimidation. All right, hey, guess what I memorized last night for real this time instead of like not knowing for sure if I did or not. I'm gonna go ahead before I do this. I'm gonna use enhance ability. Go ahead and give myself advantage on my charisma checks.
Ooh.
Okay.
Very nice.
That is a level 2 spell slot expended. So charisma with advantage +3. Speak the truth, you goddamn woman. And that's a 19.
She breaks down crying.
Cue the
There's a lot of
ominous
truth in
music. Like on time.
Tears
Cue
rolling
the
down her
ominous
face,
fucking
massive
music.
sobs, head in her hands.
I just kind of shake my head, tucking this small boomstick into my belt once again. I'm like, this is literally the second time you've done this, Aramil.
You shot me in the neck once. It doesn't count. Nothing counts. You can't count anything.
Well,
Well,
what was
I'm
the spell called?
What's that? What?
Enhanceability, was it?
Yes.
Okay.
I can link you to the
No, it's
description.
okay, I've got it in
myself.
front of me.
think it lasts
I
for like
used
that.
Eagle Splendor.
Eagle Splendor. Target has advantage on charisma. Yep.
Okay. So you sort of shine with this sort of slightly golden aura, and quickly sort of it appears like there's almost a pattern to your face very briefly of feathers, but it very quickly fades. And you know, you try and intimidate her. She breaks down sobbing.
That's what I like to see.
well at this point I'm doing my best to comfort her. Just I don't know, passing something so she can wipe her tears.
You pass her.
Squishy.
I don't think you even have random bits of fabric.
Pass her, Squishy. Yeah, blow your nose
Wipe
in
her
this.
face.
Whoop.
Wipe your face off on
Okay. So I want to do like the good cop, bad cop thing at the same time. Like I intimidated her like crazy, and now I want to like comfort her. Like, hey,
You can't
Good
be
You
good
can't-
and bad cop.
This isn't Lego movie. You can't just spin your
course
head
I
around.
can.
No, you can't.
So you could, and then I could. You could be the bad.
Obviously, I'm
Jesus,
the bad
While you're
cop.
discussing
Good,
this,
and I'll be-
while you're discussing this around her, she is just crying.
whilst all that's going on, whilst they're talking about good cop, bad cop, whatever a cop may be, I just kind of walk up to where Scarlet and the halfling are, and I kind of just get down on one knee so I'm closer to their height. And I say, I've got no interest in hurting you. All I'm interested in is knowing whether I should be marching you off to what may likely be the last place you'll ever visit. Do you trust me enough to hold your hand out as I just draw out my dagger?
Yeah. That's
Make a persuasion roll at disadvantage, sadly.
Disadvantage. Fair enough. It is a difficult one. Ha!
No.
-1. It's not going to happen.
1.
Yeah.
Wait. Just out of curiosity, this is more of a,
18 would have been good, but 1, goddamn.
One of the spells that I have says that I can cast it after the fact, which is enhanced ability. It says you can use it after the fact. Can you do that after someone has rolled and then add it to it? Or is it a
Looking at
preemptive?
it now.
It says that. Oh shoot! I'm thinking of a different spell.
Yeah, you're thinking of a different spell.
I was thinking of Bardic Inspiration. I could have done that.
I'm thinking of guidance, which we talked about earlier.
Okay.
Um,
I rolled a natural 1 anyway. I don't think anything would
yeah,
have been able to fix
so
that.
natural 1. She sees it, she briefly screams and stifles it, trips over backwards, and falls over squishy on her back.
Fantastic. While she
Hitting her
does
head
that,
on
can I...
What?
She is now unconscious.
So after I scared
Okay.
the shit out of her, you scared the shit out of her, Melfast? Really?
At least it was an accident when I did it. I mean, I'm kind of used to
she
it.
was unconscious.
Look at
And I
me.
just- and I
Do
just
you know
looked
how
up and said,
hard
I
it
thought
is
we
to
were playing
appear
good cop, bad cop.
genuine? And then
All right.
you, all soft features glowing like an
bad cop,
eagle,
bad
it's like,
cop.
I hate you. Die,
Maybe
witch.
help her instead of use argument.
Yeah. I will use my medicine checks to see if she's clearly okay, if she can move on from where she is, and if I can
I
find a way to
hate
wake
these
her up.
dice. Why?
Okay, make a medicine check.
Oh my
Medicine
god.
check. I have
I'd like to
plus
assist.
8 to that.
I would like to assist.
Okay, roll an assist, Aramel.
Medicine is +3 for me. Okay, just come on, just stop sucking. We need to swear this woman out. It's the third. It's 11.
All right.
Okay, you get advantage. Master
Like an
Cheats.
advantage. Sorry, let me re-roll again. Advantage.
And
Okay.
a...
Or do you want me to just roll an extra one?
Yeah,
since
just
I
roll
rolled-
an extra
One
one.
extra one.
Just roll an extra one. Okay.
Don't roll a 1.
Plus 8.
It's a good thing I'd give you an extra roll.
Yes.
Don't be like me.
Like unless you
Oh,
roll like
still.
crap.
14. She
That's true.
is mostly sort of dazed and stunned. She seems to be in some sort of kind of a state. She's not unconscious. She's just kind of withdrawn now.
Okay. No more. I will say no further questions if I have to persuade the party to do so. And we'll just continue trekking towards our destination, if we can.
I'm gonna lead her by her chain. She's walking very slowly.
Okay.
Fine with me. You know what? If this woman doesn't want to save herself, fine. Let's go.
And that's just it too. Like there's
Let's go kill
a
her. Fine. Whatever. I don't care. Makes no difference to me.
Okay.
She's obviously guilty. If she wanted to save herself, she would have.
Yep.
She has nothing to say. So let's just go.
I mean, I'm not going to force her to let me cut her hand, so...
You
It's pretty
screamed in her
obvious.
face.
It's pretty obvious we were trying to get her to tell us what she did, what happened that was wrong, and she wouldn't do it. So let's just go. I don't care.
Clearly emotionally traumatized. You don't
Don't
scream
care.
in someone's face.
I don't care.
I'm with the gnome, but it doesn't really make any difference now. The moment's passed.
I do
Let's
it
carry on
all
walking.
the time, and yet she
And it
wouldn't.
never works out. Learn from it.
Let's just go.
Okay, but the thing is, we're several days away from the town. So if things were going to change, things can change. Let's just kind of drop it for now and move on.
Yeah.
Okay. So actually, you're only about a day, maybe a little bit more away from Riverton. It's fairly close. But because you're kind of going at a very slow speed, because
I
she's
said I
she's
was going at
very
a slow
slowly.
speed.
The sun begins to set, and quite a loud storm begins to roll in over the mountains nearby.
Great.
We're going to stop. What do we want to do?
The
Well,
wind begins to pick
did
up.
anyone think to buy any tents or bed rolls?
Has it been a day? Have we rested at all, or are we just still on the road?
We're still on the road.
Still on the road. You didn't rest because this is the same day you left.
For whatever reason, I hadn't done this yet, but I should probably put bardic inspirations on everybody. Everybody gets a D6 to, well, not everybody, but 3 of us. Well, you 3. We'll get.
It lasts so long, I believe.
Oh, it lasts until I think until short rest.
I thought it lasted a certain amount of time, and I thought it was only like an hour or so.
Double check.
I'm checking too. I didn't. I'm not sure, to be honest.
Is that someone's microphone or the background music?
Sounds like
That's
eggs.
rain.
It's rain, kind of. Sounds like static.
Lies.
Okay,
It's not-
yes.
Not rain. Lies. It is a hose.
rain.
Thunder as well.
I couldn't figure out why my search for bardic inspiration wasn't going through, but I was putting bardic with a K on it. You know,
Well,
Wow.
I mean,
I think you're thinking of something else there.
I'm sure that can inspire some people.
Bardic, it's not working.
Yeah.
Page 53 to 54. But as you continue on down the road and you're getting slowly more soaked, you see on the left, just down a winding path off the road, not particularly far away, but sort of shielded by a few trees, some sort of house, a large house, maybe some sort of, maybe a manor or something.
Mm-hmm.
And the wind is getting up, lightning is striking more and more frequently, and the rain is now pelting so hard that it is beginning to almost hurt.
All right, I think we should take a short rest at least until the storm passes. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
Longer
10 minutes. Bardic Inspiration lasts 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Once for the next 10 minutes, the creature can roll a die and add the number to one ability check.
Okay. Well, I'm cold, so let's just get into some cover.
Yeah.
Very good. And I suppose I'll take this time, if we're going to short rest through the storm, if we can. I will do a song of rest so that we can get some temporary HPs.
Okay.
Sure.
So you go up to the house.
Mm-hmm.
You see it is a fairly nice house.
Right.
Seems to be well maintained. Fairly large. Looks like it will probably have, many different rooms and so on. And currently the doors are closed, and there is a light on in one of the downstairs rooms and in some of the upstairs rooms.
There's life. Okay.
How large would the house be? Like rough perimeter? A very rough perimeter will do. I'm just looking for an idea of how big it is. Your hands don't
block
tell
section
me.
of the house, which is roughly a square.
Mm-hmm.
It's got 2 little wings as well. But the main block section of the house is probably about 25 meters by about 25 meters. Maybe 20 meters by 20 meters.
I'd like to, before we do anything, I'm just gonna just do a once round, just see what I can see. Any windows?
Okay. Make a investigation check, because you're looking for more than just perception. You're actually looking for any signs of other stuff, more that you can infer. So the investigation.
Well, that's actually
So did we
better for me.
do the bardic rest thing or no?
Oh, God damn. I
Um,
just swear.
yeah, well, I think probably after we get inside.
Are we sure that Arumba, hasn't messed around with my dice? I wouldn't put it past him.
Malphas.
You suck, Malphas. You know what? You
Really
just
do.
suck.
While you're investigating, the rain is getting harder.
Yeah.
And the lightning is getting more and more frequent. And in fact, a lightning bolt lands very close to you, striking through a tree. As it hits the tree basically explodes. A lightning bolt, when it hits a tree, causes all the sap to kind of superheat, and the bark flies off. And you're within a few meters of this.
Okay.
The heat blast and the bark hitting you, you take 7 points of fire damage, which you are resistant to. So that's 3 points of fire damage.
Okay.
You also take 6 points of piercing damage as bits of wood and sticks and even some little bits of stone that were maybe nearby just are blasted in your direction, and you are knocked over by the force of this.
So that was 3 plus 6, yeah? Did you say
3
3
plus
plus
6,
6? Yeah. Okay.
All right.
You roll an unreal amount of natural ones.
I know. It's crazy.
It's rather
It really
amazing,
is.
really.
It really is.
I mean, statistically speaking, this is well outside of normal.
Yeah,
I'm on the very far end of the bell curve right now.
yeah.
It
Bringing the average down.
is really bizarre.
The good
One
news
d20
is-
with Avac, 1d20 is an average of 3. I mean, it's really low.
The good news is that the law of averages dictates that eventually he's going to be rolling 20s. Eventually.
Well, that's the odd thing,
Not
is I do
today.
actually roll a fair number of 20s as well. It's just they're usually
No.
not when I got a good chance. You'd be surprised. If we look back through
No.
them all, I've had about 4 or 5 natural
Wait.
20s and about
Sorry.
17 natural
Phillips,
ones.
did you say that the law of large numbers
Of averages.
says the law of averages? Okay. Because the law of large numbers says that anything that can happen will happen, which just means that he rolled like shit and he'll continue to roll like shit and it could happen. No problem.
Yeah.
All the
Like
time.
there's no, he could just continue to roll like shit forever.
This is true too. That's a paradox, though, if you put the two together.
So, as Malthus is
I'm
knocked to his feet,
pondering my fate
few
whilst
meters
this
away
is
from
all
you.
going on.
bleeding and somewhat stunned on the ground. The door
Oh.
opens at the front of the building, and a rather elderly, robed dwarf appears with a small candle held in his hand, shielding it, trying to get not to go out. He goes, "Can I help you?"
Yes, we would like to have lodging here for at least until the storm passes. Is that possible? Can I persuade?
Sure, make a persuade roll.
All right, let's do a persuasion then. It's +4, or is it? Yeah, +4. I don't suppose I get advantage.
No.
Okay.
What's your
I would
charisma
really
at?
like- come on then. Never mind.
Lodgings. I don't really provide lodgings, but you're more than welcome to take one of the couple of the spare bedrooms. I've got plenty. I don't normally get visited around here. It'll be nice to be able to have some people around. Come on in. Pick your friend up as well.
Yes, hospitality is very much appreciated.
Pick me up. I hurt.
We're going to have to look to his wounds, I believe.
I think one of you should be picking him up.
Don't let
I
Scarlet
have
pick me
a
up.
minus to my strength check, so...
It's okay,
I
so
just
do
look
I.
at
I'm
him
very
and I say,
willing.
"You idiot."
I love how you're blaming me at this point for what would appear to
Right.
you to be a completely natural disaster.
It makes no difference. It's nature. Nature hates you because I hate you.
Well, surely you should be balancing this. If nature hates me, you should love me. Because balance.
No.
Squishy goes up to Malthus lying prone, not knowing what's going on, and nuzzles him.
Thank you, Squishy.
Okay, let's get him
At
inside.
least one of you is
Yes,
nice.
get everybody inside. Let's go.
You're also furry. And warm.
Soft, squishy, warm.
Oh dear.
I would like to. I would like to make a as we're going inside. Look to make an insight check because I just the rain and everything, and being the fact that my father left me and I don't trust anyone at all.
We don't care. We know why he left you. You're evil.
Okay, all we
don't
said so far
trust-
is you're welcome to come inside, but you can make an insight check if you want.
I don't trust people. I just don't trust them. So
I'll give you help with that, I suppose.
Don't encourage
roll.
him.
ready roll.
He's already made it? Never mind.
He's a dwarf. He looks slightly elderly, but he seems maybe like he's compassionate, or maybe just nice to have people around for once. Can't tell anything more than that.
Whilst you lot are just talking and inciting, I'm just kind of slowly picking myself up, using Squishy to kind of help me take the strain. And whilst that's happening, I'm going to use one of my cantrips just to clean all of the sap, which is probably still hot, and the wood chip and the blood off my clothes. And the rain. Not that it's going to help, because I'm still in the rain, but I'm going to
Okay,
do
so
that.
Aramil is too busy, looking at this guy walking in through the door and has walked past you. But the other people who were somewhat concerned about you see you actually using magic for the first time.
Yeah. Whoosh! I'm now clean of sap and other things, but I'm still bleeding.
He's also
Because
not
Aramil has
wet,
walked
and
away.
he continues to get soaked.
Because Aramil sucks. I'll remember
You
this.
suck too.
Car-
I will never help you. You shot me in the neck, you dirty little tiefling.
Wait.
Get out of the
Are you
room.
going to take that,
There's no
Tulips?
reason to bring race into this.
Okay,
you,
so
Squishy. They don't
walk
care.
in past some statuettes that are placed near the path to the door, with sort of carved figures with sort of these hunched shoulders and wings on the back. You walk in, and he holds the door and goes, "Oh, don't worry. Come on in. Come on in. Get yourself dry. There's a fire on in the living room. I will get you in immediately." And he closes the door after you, and the house sort of shivers briefly from maybe a nearby lightning strike or the wind or the rain, whatever.
Thank you
But
very
it's a
much
lot
for
quieter
taking us
in
in.
here.
Where's our prisoner in all this?
Unless you say otherwise, Aramel still has the chain.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Without the
She's
key.
following on rather mutely.
yeah.
The key is with
I've got the key.
Scarlet?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, don't worry. Why have you chained up this lady?
We are escorting her to the nearby town there to,
Stand
I
trial.
suppose, turn her in, stand trial for the murder of her husband.
Oh, well, won't do to have her tied up in those cold clothes and so on. Make sure she gets near the fire and can dry out.
Don't worry, that's not a problem. We use prestidigitation again to dry out her clothes.
She's not wet anymore. She looks at you and goes, "Oh, thank you."
I kind of grumble, "You're welcome," and then I do it for everyone but Aramil.
She bores the shit out of me. She's.
In
You
fact,
do it,
can I use
You're so
prestidigitation
cool.
to make him more wet?
I really don't mind.
Can't technically do that.
Damn it. I can
The
use it to
weather
make him more
is
cold, though,
fine with-
and I'll do that.
Yes. The water on Aramil suddenly feels much colder, almost, like it's from sort of the North Sea or something. Not
is
quite that
good.
bad, but it feels a lot colder. Everyone else, you begin to warm up immediately without the water in your clothes, and you get near this roaring fire that's going on in the corner of the big room that you're now in. There's some nice
I
cushy
don't
sofas
mind.
nearby.
I don't mind.
Okay.
I'm
Make a
interested.
constitution check.
I will.
I didn't quite mean it to go this far. I was just being
If that's
cheeky.
the
Damn it.
Constitution is.
God damn it.
Oh, Constitution is +2. Okay. I don't care at all. I am a
silly.
druid.
You
12.
shiver noticeably.
You shiver. You had to
And I
check
look
for
at it,
shivering.
And I look at him and say, I don't notice anything. I feel fine.
That's
With a
good.
little bit of chattering of teeth.
I'm glad.
I feel fine. It's nice and warm in here. Malphite.
Chatter.
Oh, can I get you any drink or food from the pantry?
Bandages,
anything for
please. If
Oh,
you've
yes,
got anything like that.
Drink.
I won't drink. Oh, excellent.
Not because
tea
it's
all
cold.
round.
Tea.
Tea. What would you like? We have spice tea, lemon tea, lime tea, lemon and lime tea, new Vitona tea, old Vitona tea, spice Vitona tea, and he goes on for about 30 seconds listing different types of tea.
You're
Tea.
now my new best friend.
Yeah.
Hot tea.
Old Batona tea,
no.
please.
Or
I want to
tuna.
try the new one.
The new one's terrible,
Batona
trust me.
old tea.
It's rubbish.
You sure?
Bad.
Old, new,
Bad.
Aramel.
I'm willing to try it.
Oh, you're going to
Old
regret it.
hot Bertona tea.
Okay, old.
Does it make that much of a difference?
I come from Batona. You don't want to know what the new stuff is like. Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, then I'll trust them. I'll have the old.
Okay, Master Tulips.
I'll
what
have
do you
you
have?
as well.
Okay, opportunity all round. I'll just go get it for you. And he bustles off.
I like it. I guess while that's going on, I will. Well, I don't know. I'll pull out my drums and start playing because that's what I do.
Okay.
In a house with no one in it?
We're in it.
Yeah. Well, it's just there's nothing but the calamity of the storm outside, and it's nice to have a little bit of.
He's a bard. He doesn't need a reason to play the drums.
Yeah,
You're kind
just
of
play.
weird, aren't you?
It's like practice, if you will.
Can you see why I'm friends with him?
I do.
Okay, well,
Practice makes
while that's
perfect
going on, I kind of make sure that Gwen is okay, but she was tucked away in her pouch, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's a leather pouch. So,
Yeah.
and then I'm just kind of, I don't sit down on anything because I'm technically still bleeding. Occasionally using prestidigitation to take away the blood from my clothes.
Well, I could.
It's getting tiring now.
Heal you. I could heal you. That's fine. And especially if we're going to take a short rest, then I'll get that back. It's fine.
Yes, please.
Okay.
You don't need to use spell slots?
For what?
How do you heal?
Yeah.
How does
spell slot.
Bard? Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Very well.
Cure wounds. Let's see. I have something for this.
I think you have cure wounds, don't you?
See, because
Yeah,
I
cure
could
wounds.
do it probably okay better.
But
wounds.
someone just heals.
Yeah, I will do it. Oh, you can do it, or somebody can. I'll do it.
I can do it too. I like the fact that
Can
we
we
can all
have-
do it, but none of us
With a
have.
lot of- I still want to. I hate that bastard. He's such a bastard.
Are you
Iron Man.
healing?
Who?
You.
Scarlet,
Yes,
would you
I-
please heal me?
I have a love-hate relationship with this bastard. He shot me in the neck with an arrow, but I will nevertheless take care of him because I value life and druidicness, nature, just that shit.
Very good.
I cast good berry because that's what I memorized, and I give him 10 good berries. They're good, not like you.
Each berry makes you feel refreshed and renewed,
Okay.
gives you 1 point of health back, and you feel a lot better for it.
Fantastic.
And it
Thank you
feels
very
you-
much, Aramel.
Fills you with food for the entire day. You don't feel like you need to eat at all.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna make you gluttonous. I'm gonna make you fat.
Okay, so the dwarf comes back with a tray in front of him, sets it down, and he's like, "Oh, there's your Alvatona, and the pot is there, and if you want some milk and sugar, there you go as well. I imagine Malthus, you probably want some of this as well, and and he goes up to the lady, and he's like, "Oh, yes, let me have a look. I've got it here for you." And he pulls out some tea and goes, "There you go. That's longleaf tea. I'm sure that'll be good for you. Does anyone else want anything to eat? Some sylvan cake or something, perhaps, for our friend Admiral here?"
Nothing.
Just tea, thank you.
Ah, okay.
At this point, I kind of
you know, mine, I'll sit
raise,
down with you.
raise a brow and... How did you know our names?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You must have mentioned them or something.
Okay.
So, yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to go
I
ahead.
don't trust anyone.
Yeah,
So-
no. Just given this, I am going to right now, very quickly, just start singing to this is bardic inspiration. I'm just going to start saying, "Brandish your will, your heart expose, all know of your glory, especially your foes."
Okay,
And
so
then,
you do this for 1 bonus action each round for 3 rounds to get each person some inspiration dice, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so that is it a d6 at your level?
Yes, D6.
Okay, so each of you now has a d6 inspiration dice you can spend in the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
Just in the off chance something really strange happens.
So how do inspiration
so-
dice work?
I just don't trust shit in general. I don't trust anyone.
He doesn't,
ever.
actually.
Just
Every
my-
time he goes to
my
the
dad-
bathroom, he's like, "I don't trust you, necromancy!"
So I'm gonna take my staff and with my bonus action, I'm gonna throw it on the ground. I'm gonna say magical words and turn into a big freaking snake, huge snake. It's a huge constrictor snake.
How big is this room?
Okay,
How...
so you grab the staff out, and as you say the words, you about to finish the last syllable, at which point make a strength check.
Oh,
An
Oh,
athletics
you-
check, actually.
You're,
Whoop.
that's a little bit better, but you're kind of still cheating, you bastard.
I have lost my d20. Where are you, d20? I will go get my backup d20.
And while he's doing that, I'm going to go get some more painkillers. I'll be right back.
also, Arumba, right now, so you know, you asked the question of what the bardic inspiration does. It adds a 1d6 to ability check any attack or saving throw, and because I have combat inspiration, you can also add it to an attack roll or to your AC and defense. So 1d6 for all that.
So if I roll a 1d, I'm rolling a d20 for my athletics check. I get a 1d6 and on the top.
Yeah, if you want to, but you only get to use it that one time. So
Yeah, I think. Well, can I do it after the fact, or I have to do it when I roll it?
You have to do it after the fact, but before I've told you if you've passed or failed. So you can do it now if you want.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna roll, and then I'll see. And then if
You have to choose to add it or not.
oh, all right. I'm just gonna choose to add it right now then.
Okay.
So our d20 plus 1d6.
No, you've already had the d20. You've just got to roll a d6.
No, I have not rolled a d20. That's from a previous roll.
What,
That was
12?
my. No, the 12 was from my do I trust this guy?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't rolled yet.
Yeah, go for it.
So this is my 1d20 plus my -1 for athletics, you bastard.
Yep.
yeah.
Plus the 1d6 for the bardic inspiration.
Yep.
And does the fact that I don't trust this guy for shit give me advantage at all?
No. Why would it give you advantage on a strength check?
Because I don't trust this fucker. He's a bad guy.
Okay, so as you raise the staff and you're about to finish your word, one syllable left, there's a sudden yank on the staff and it just goes flying out of your hand. You've no chance to keep hold of it at all. It just shoots off full speed down the corridor and goes around the corner and disappears from you.
That was fun.
And since that was my bonus action, at the same time, this was a continuous thing. My plan was to throw the staff down as a bonus action, turn it into a snake, and at the same time turn into a giant freaking bear. Turn into a brown bear with my actual action.
You turn into a brown bear, and the dwarf just looks a little bit stunned and shocked and goes, "That's a lovely trick. How do you do that?"
I still drink my tea.
You've ruined the furniture. You've noticed that the chair you're on has broken one of its legs and tipped over. I can mend that.
Just want to say that whilst all of this nonsense is going on, and then suddenly a giant bear, Malphas moves as much as he can to put himself between the prisoner and the person who was holding onto her chain that is now a giant bear.
Okay.
And I whip out my drums.
Dance bear!
Good.
Okay, some nice battle music comes on.
This is fantastic. We've got our own battle musician. I approve.
Oh, well, do we have to feed him the tea when he's a bear?
I don't know what on earth is going on right now. He's usually not like this. I imagine there is a good reason why he just turned into a bear. Is there
Why did you throw
anything
that stick?
in? I mean, Malphas is completely stunned. He hasn't got a clue what's going on.
Malphas, you say he's usually not like this. Come on now.
He's really attuned to nature right now. Outside is going a bit ballistic. You know, lightning strikes, thunder, the whole shebang. It's
Yeah,
He gives you a bit of a sidelong look, like, yeah, I know you're kidding, but he just goes, oh, okay.
So,
We're waiting for him to get back.
It's gonna end up being the case where he was right.
Yes, it will be the case that he's right. All of us are like defending the dwarf, and he'll end up being like, "No, actually, it was a necromancer all along."
Oh no!
Holy crap! I knew he'd have to be right one of these times. I just wasn't expecting it to be this one.
For the record, I don't trust any of you.
thanks.
Okay.
Oh, you can trust me. I'm new. Wait.
What about Squishy? Do you trust Squishy?
Swishy and I have an
Squishy abandoned him.
Well, it's mostly natural, but somewhat unnatural bond.
Do I have to feed the tea to the bear or the badger?
I
You are an interesting lot.
I can't speak, so I just look at him and I'm just ready. I'm just ready. I prepare myself.
I
for
don't think he'll have a palate for the tea
anything,
at this point.
If anything threatening or bad happens, I'm just sitting here in my chair as a bear, like.
I don't think he's sitting there anymore.
You're sitting in a chair.
The arm on the chair is creaking and just pops off. He goes, "Oh, okay." And he picks up a sugar cube, and he goes over to Squishy, and he gently gives the sugar cube to Squishy, and then rubs Squishy, and then changes his hand immediately and rubs Squishy in a different portion, and Squishy goes, and then lies on his side.
Oh. See if you can trust him. He's nice to Squishy.
Sir, I realise this is a very odd situation, and you seem quite calm given everything that's happening. Does this happen often?
When you're as old as I have, and you've been in my line of work, you see a lot of weird things. I've had more
Might
than
I
I've
ask
seen
what
before.
your line of work is?
Well, I keep a library and do stuff like that, and other things. Mostly retired these days.
So where
really
did you
get many
store that
visitors.
stick? The stick that just went flying. Where did that go?
I honestly have no idea. Why did you throw the stick?
I have no idea.
Oh,
He really
Just wonder where
doesn't.
it
He hasn't seen it before. I'm not sure, some kind of device. But are you sure that you don't know why
The
it's
thing
blown
is-
off?
Could I have like knowledge arcana check maybe to see what the hell that was?
sure.
I mean, I've only got a +2 to it, so if anybody
I'll
wants to help,
assist.
Assist. All right.
Well, you can both make independent tests because you're not trying to corroborate the other person's thing. You're just both observing the same independent event.
Okay.
Okay. I get a +2 to that, and okay, 16.
I got a 10.
Master Tulips. It was some sort of kinetic spell that exerted a force on it. You're not sure exactly what, possibly.
Kinetic
But it
spell.
could also be someone invisible who was running and just grabbed it because it seemed to move at a continuous speed. It's unlikely, though, because there didn't seem to be any sort of movement up or down like someone running. It just seemed to go in one direction and then turn at the corner.
Right. Okay.
Where does that corridor lead, if I might ask? I'm sure my companion would want his stick back.
Well, there's a closet at the end there. Where you keep some of the canned goods and so on in there.
Thank you very much. But I'll get it later when he's in a more agreeable shape to wield it. Don't answer for the
That's what
bear.
I imagine right now. That's what I imagine.
Okay, everyone make perception checks.
Okay.
What is it?
Perception.
Perception?
Yeah.
Oh.
Aramil, you make it a disadvantage because you're currently perceiving him, very specifically him.
Wait, I don't understand. Why does me being in...
Because you're focused
That-
on one person, you get advantage on perception checks against them if they do anything. You can act fast against them, but you're kind of so focused on them you don't see the environment around you as much.
Very well.
That makes sense.
So I still get my advantage, though, like +5 to a perception.
You get disadvantage, but you get +5. Yeah, yeah. So you got 17.
Still a 17.
So, Scarlet sees out the corner of her eye, there's, he brought in some plates and knives and forks and stuff just in case you wanted some of the cheese that he happened to have, but no one seemed to be touching anything food. They were just wanted to drink. One of the knives begins to levitate
Ooh.
and turn around and points at Melfas.
Melfast,
At which
what
point,
to
it flies forwards to Melfas.
duck?
Okay.
And it misses completely, embedding itself in the armrest of the chair.
Can I still
and
try
that's
to catch
the wing back.
I want to attack him.
Can I still try to catch her as a
prepared
reaction?
myself as a reaction.
You can try and catch it, sure. Roll the use your reaction. You spend the D10 and your dexterity modifier reduces the damage of the item.
Okay.
So
Don't
D10
forget the
plus
druidic
dexterity.
modifier. No, the bard modifier.
Yep.
Oh, have I got an
Inspiration.
advantage?
You can't
for this?
add that to it. Bard's
Why not?
modifier can only be added to ability checks, saving throws, and attack rolls.
But I do have combat inspiration, so you can actually add it to
2 plus...
attack rolls and AC and defenses.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you can't do it to damage rolls. This is a damage roll in effect.
Oh, right,
Okay.
sorry.
Plus your dexterity. What's your
Which
dexterity?
is 3, so it's 5.
Okay. So as the knife flies towards you, your hand goes out to grasp it, And as you're about to grasp the haft of the knife, because you feel your fingers begin to brush against it, like you're about to hold it, like you managed to almost grab it. You're like, yeah, I got this. Your glove shoots off your hand, and then your other hand jerks upwards, and the glove shoots off that one as well.
Oh.
And they shoot down the corridor.
Right.
Down around the
So
corner. At which point the knife embeds itself in the wingback chair.
something is kinetically or telekinetically stripping you. Interesting.
And I'm a bear, and I have prepared myself to attack at the immediate threat of anyone else. And so I attack him.
You attack the guy.
You attack the door.
Yes. I don't care. Bad stuff's happening. I don't like it. I attack him. As soon as anything bad happens towards my party or me, I attack. That's it.
Technically, it is a neutral action.
Okay, roll initiative.
No! All right.
Oh dear.
So I have not. You've not stripped my goddamn height of quickness. So I get +1 initiative. Yes, which is dexterity.
Yes.
Scarlet, very nice.
I don't trust this guy.
I've readied my vocal cords.
That would be a 3. Yep, that's a 3.
Wow. Okay,
Should we
so
just tell this guy that his tea was horrible, or what? The tea is terrible.
Scarlet, Tulip, Melfas, Aramil. Let me write this down. It would help if my pen worked. Okay. So Aramil begins to move off his chair. You can make your surprise round attack.
I'm a bear, by the way. Remember, don't forget. So I'm gonna do a multi-attack.
Go for it.
By the way, it's really scary. Anyway, so multi-attack. Bear attacks 2 attacks, 1 with his bite. I did not prepare a macro. I gotta do this manually. +5 to hit and what? What? Shocking what? You want me, I'll make a macro for each animal? D8 plus. Well, I can roll the hit roll first, right?
Yeah.
D20 plus 5.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna hit for the first one. 17.
That is a hit.
Ooh.
Okay, you dive at him, and one of your claws sort of rips into the side of him, but doesn't draw very much blood. He sort of rolls with the punch. That's the second hit.
Yep.
Is this claws or bite?
This is claw.
Okay.
Slashing.
The previous one was bite.
Correct. Piercing.
Okay.
And then this is just slashing. Which is for 14.
14. Wow. Okay, so your claw rips into the front of him. Massive cut, begins to sort of bleed, this sort of reddish blood just going down his robes. Okay. That would make it Scarlet's turn.
Okay, well, I'm going to pull out both my swords, but I'm not going to do anything.
You holding your
You don't
action.
trust me for shit. You don't trust me for shit?
How's it feel, Aramil? Not to be trusted.
I don't trust you either.
You don't trust any of us.